You're on.
Good morning. Welcome to the Funny Farm Rescue and Sanctuary. We're located in Mays Landing.
Right, you're right. I gotta do the plug.
Jersey. Oh, hold please.
Just hold on one second.
Matt. Already, we just started. Matt's messing up. It's hard to find good help these days.
Well, next week you might have a better person.
Oh. Okay. I'm Lori Zaleski. I am the owner of the Funny Farm Rescue and Sanctuary. We're located in Mays Landing, New Jersey. I'm about an hour from Philadelphia and 45 minutes from Atlantic City. 30 minutes if it's me driving. This is my house. A lot of people don't get to see inside, except for our live videos. We always seem like we start out here because there's so many animals inside as well as out. When you come, we are open on Tuesdays and Sundays from 8 to 4. You have to fill out a waiver. If you go to funnyfarmrescue.org, left-hand side of the page, it'll say visit waiver form. You only have to fill that out once. So if you did it before, you're in our system, you're good to go. You can come as often as you like on any Tuesday or any Sunday. We are open all year. Most sanctuaries shut down for winter. I say the animals have to eat, right? They have to be fed. They have to have love. So here, a lot of them have a forever home. We have over 600 animals. There are a bunch in my house. This is Larry. We've showed him a couple weeks in a row, but we want to just keep showing him because his progress is phenomenal. He was in Philadelphia, probably in a cockfight, and these two young ladies rescued him. Of course, they couldn't keep him because they live in Philadelphia. So a lot of places, nobody's taking roosters as far as I know, and even I was not taking roosters because I have over 100. However, he was such a special case that I decided to take him because he was so thin and he was not doing well, had pneumonia, had a vet come and look at him, got him on antibiotics, and then the vet said he is blind. We didn't know. We think he is not completely blind, but pretty blind. So we think he sees shadows. He is able to be on the swing by himself. He is the only chicken that is on the swing. Miss Adele does not like the swing. It was only a foot above the floor before, and she jumped off of it after a few minutes. But hold on, Larry. But look, he has really good balance. He's cleaning himself. Don't fall off. Okay, good boy. He is able to fly down when he has enough. He knows the ground somewhere down there, and he does flap his wings until he gets to the ground. So, one other thing, we have our trivia night coming up on January 21st at 7. It's a Thursday. Tickets are $10 for a whole entire family. You can get on your Zoom call with us, with Nor'easter Nick. He is our host. He will be here Tuesday, little sneak peek. He'll be here Tuesday, so we're probably going to do a live on Tuesday with Nor'easter Nick to talk about the trivia night. It's good to know funny farm knowledge, and it's also just basic knowledge across the board. So everybody in your family can play, and it 100% goes to the animals. It is sponsored by Expiro. So you get prizes, Expiro gift cards, and funny farm paraphernalia that you can win. So it's a lot of fun, something different. I know it's still virtual, and that's not always the best, but for now, it's all we can do with our fundraisers. All right. So everybody knows Jessie. Jessie, the little puppy that has Megaesophagus like Tucker, is getting larger. Come here, Jessie. Come on. Here he comes. So Jessie is the black lab and blue tick hound that I adopted, even though I said I wasn't going to get any more dogs, especially a Megaesophagus dog. Get that right. Tucker, I know. You always come here. Tucker, let's get in your chair. Tucker, get in your chair. Come here. So Tucker and Jessie both have Megaesophagus. Hold on, let Tucker get in first. Then you're in the chair next to him. So he's going to back in. Let me move out of the way. He's going to sit up. Good boy. Tucker is 2.5 years old. The vets told us that Tucker would only make it to 6 months, even with this chair. It's a Bailey chair used for Megaesophagus puppies. And what happens is, I'm going to explain it real fast before we put Jessie into his chair. Inside of their bodies is your esophagus.
You're in the wrong book.
Oh, this is the wrong book. No wonder I can't find it, Matt. Wow, Matt, you're really nice about that. I'm surprised. Here it is. So this is his head, his neck, that's his esophagus, and that's the stomach. So what happens is if they're on all fours, like a dog, the food just sits in their chest and they do not make it down to their belly. So as some of you have seen Jesse when he first got here, he was skin and bones. The people that had him said, we would feed him, and he would just throw everything up so nothing would stay. What happens is it's not operable because it is a moving muscle which pushes the food down into their stomachs. So they have to get up on their behinds and sit up like a person. And then when they sit upright, the food will go down into their stomachs. And look who's already in his chair. He's already learning. He just started to get into his chair. He's like, where's my food, Mom? So I'm going to attempt to feed both at once. It's hard having a Megaesophagus puppy. Number one, he is not potty trained. That's much worse than the Megaesophagus. The potty training, he pees. He's a pee-pee machine. He pees every 10 minutes. I don't know. I just take him out. I watch him go. He comes in and he pees in my house. I'm like, Jesse.
He's like a 50-year-old.
I think he needs a diaper, which we do have diapers, and I'm bound and determined to make him go to the potty outside. He has 8 brothers and sisters who can teach him, right?
Is there any medication for the regurgitation?
So there's a lot of people, a lot of vets that try and give medications for the regurgitation. I find that when Tucker got here, he was on so many drugs that he wasn't even like a puppy. He was just like a blob. He didn't do anything. He didn't make any noise. He just slept all the time. And I think animals should be animals as best that they can. So come to find out, I took him off all of his meds, sat him up in his chair, and he hardly ever regurgitates. So I'm not one for medications. Not to say that there's a lot of medications that need to be given to animals, but in this instance, I feel like I'm getting to be the expert. This is my 3rd Megaesophagus dog. The first one we had, a lot of you know, was Chucky, and he lived to be over 5 years and a month, and he had the worst case of Megaesophagus ever out of any dog that the University of Penn had ever seen. So Chucky, even in his chair, would still regurgitate. He would eat, sit up. He could sit up for an hour, and then he would get down and regurgitate. So he had like an extra pocket located, like see how this is a pocket? He had this extra pocket, so even if this would sometimes go down, there would still be food coming out. Tucker's condition is not as severe as Chucky's was, and I believe the same goes for Mr. Jesse here. This was Tucker when I got him. He was 8 weeks, and when I got Jesse, he was just 7. So they come to me at a very early age because the vets are telling the owners to euthanize them. Jesse's case, they got him for Christmas for their family, and I thought maybe I could help them and teach them how to do it. And it is a lot of work, and it does become too much for some people, and they just...
Susan Sheldon from the UK.
Hi, Susan, you said? Hi, Susan from the UK. Please let us know where you're from. We love hearing from you. I also want to tell you one more thing before we feed Jesse. We do have a new YouTube channel, and actually we've had it.
All new.
It's all new, though. We actually have our helper, Joe. He is uploading all of our videos for us, and we have little short ones, and then we have the lives. So, on Facebook, it's hard to find some of the old lives. They're all right there for you. So we're going to put the link is on our Facebook page, but we're going to add it to our website. It is free. We found out that if we get so many viewing hours, that money does go to the Funny Farm. They do put ads on there, but it's one way of trying to get a little bit more funding since we're closed due to COVID, just like everybody else, for our fundraisers. We are open Tuesdays and Sundays, like I said, every single week. However, we were unable to do our largest fundraisers, which is our fall and summer festival, and that usually kicks us in to get us through winter. So, other than our Nor'easter Nick, Expiro, Trivia Nights, we haven't really done other fundraisers. So this would be one way you could help by just watching some fun videos. So let's do it.
LA and Atlanta are watching.
LA and Atlanta, welcome guys. All right. So this is pedigree puppy chow mixed.
I'm going to get a can.
Okay, Matt, I'll hold this. Whoops, I almost broke the bowl. Let's go show Tucker. Tucker, look, this is what you're going to eat right now. Okay, you got it? Mm-hmm. All right, so this is what has been working for us. It's pedigree puppy, and I mix 1 can with 1 can of water. Mix it up. This one has 2 because we have 2 dogs that have Megaesophagus. So he already knows. They both eat the same thing. Let me get, before I get them ready, let's get you clicked in. So when this one, Jesse, is hungry, he'll just jump in his little car seat now. It's the cutest little thing. Like, he knows within like 2 days, I have to get in my car seat, and this is how I have to eat, where all the other dogs don't. All right, Tucker, I'm coming too. I'm not going to feed him without you. It's okay. I'm going to feed both of you. Mom's going to be multi-talented here. So here's one bowl. Little Jesse, even though he's a little guy, he doesn't eat quite as much as Tucker, but I'll tell you, he eats a lot. So, all right, bud, you have to sit down now. Oh, my goodness. Hold on. You have to sit. Why are you being all crazy? Easy, 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 easy. Okay, you can see Jesse's a little bit of a messy eater. I usually try and feed 1 at a time. All right, now.
There's paper towels under the pitcher.
Okay, I do. Hold on there. You're making a whole mess. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. All right, all right, all right. Uh-oh. You just saw it firsthand. He ate too fast. He's too excited. That was Megaesophagus. All right, hold on there, mister. Madison, come here for a second, please. My little niece is going to come help. So, Matt, come over here. We'll just show Jesse for a second. Okay. Make sure his bowl, sit down there, and then there you go. Let me just get him straightened out. Okay, so that was unplanned. He has very rarely, it's called regurgitation. I don't know if you can hear that. When he eats, it goes, oh, okay, there's a little bit more. All right, big boy. All right, so I always have multiple outfits on.
You're just telling everyone how he doesn't do that.
How he just doesn't ever regurgitate, but he just did. All right, listen, mister. You have to relax for a minute.
Maybe he's not
so I think because he stood up, I mean, I should go down even more, but I think he just got too over anxious. Okay, let's sit down again and try this again. Let's show them how good boy you can be. Like, sit there. All right, easy now. Easy. Now, eat nicely.
Slow.
So, easy. He's so excited. So, he acts like ravenous because he's been starving from the first day of life. Even when he was suckling off his mom, he would drink her milk and then regurgitate it. So it's really, really a hard thing for a puppy to understand. They can't get enough food in them, and they don't understand. They eat meat. So one time last week, Jesse got into some food. Somebody brought a bag of it, and one of the other dogs ripped it open, and he got into it. Unbeknownst to me, Mommy wasn't watching. He came in and threw up. Exactly what goes in is what exactly comes out, because it doesn't go down to his belly, so it's not coming out with any bile. It's just what's sitting in his chest. But how he had that much food in there was beyond me. Okay, big boy. So before, I was holding him in my lap and just holding the bowl with him up against my chest, and that's how I was doing it. But now he's starting to get bigger and bigger, and he's becoming squirmier. So we like to sit him in the chair. And we've had 3 chairs donated. It's a really good thing. Thank you all. Was this one from Marina?
No.
This one was from somebody else. We had 3 chairs donated, and we have to rotate them because when he regurgitates or just makes a mess, then we have to clean that one up, let that one dry as we use another one. So thank you. We're good on the chairs, but we have 3 of them handy. So you can still see he has to sit up there. You want to give me just a little bit. I don't want to give him too much. Actually, that's great. Thank you, honey. So I'm going to let him sit there for just a minute. Let's make sure that's go down. That goes down here. Adele, you helping? Okay, hold on there, mister. Relax.
You got a mess on this chair.
I know.
Over there.
On whose chair? Oh, on here? I know.
And your sleep.
Okay, Matt. All that matters is him. We don't care about his mess so much. We'll clean him up later. Right, Bubby? Isn't that right, Jesse boy? We're going to clean you all up. Okay. Let's give him a little more. He looks like he's flying with his arms out. So it keeps him up. And then afterwards, I don't like to keep him in his chair for the whole 10 minutes after he's finished.
Not yet.
Because I don't want him to hate his chair. So I try and hold him up like a baby in my arms for 10 minutes afterwards. So Miss Madison, my little niece here, is going to be able to do that for me, I hope. Larry's still up on the swing, you see? So there's always something going on at the funny farm. So I have 8 dogs? 9 dogs. I have 9 dogs now. It's pretty bad when I lose count because we did have 10 last 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, and Scrappy was adopted and is doing very well. He has other Yorkies in his family. Mike and Stephanie, I believe her name is, adopted Scrappy. And now I have Jessie, along with 1 rooster, 1 chicken, a cockatoo, and baby Nemo. Do you want to let out baby Nemo? That might be against my better judgment. So in the morning,
Maybe you should get his milk ready first.
That's okay. He'll be all right. So he is still on the bottle, the goat. Baby Nemo is the baby goat that lives in my house. Everybody says, how long is he going to live there for? Until it warms up. His coat is not heavy enough. Right? He's going to come right up here because he says, Mom, where's my milk? Madison, you want to try and get him some milk? Do you mind? So he's going to munch on anything he can. As you all know, he ate 2 checks. The one lady, Ilsa, replaced the check because it was not cashable. So we had to call her and say, just so you know, you'll never be able to balance your checkbook if you're looking. And she was an older woman, not on Facebook, not on Instagram. So we had to try and figure out through her eaten up check who she was. It took us about 2 weeks, and then we figured out who she was, and I was able to get her phone number and call her. And she resent a check for $250. So she sent $50 more and wrote a note to Nemo and said, please don't eat my check.
Christina, did Nemo get fixed yet?
So he gets fixed on the 29th. We have an appointment for him to get fixed. I'm very excited. So I cannot wait.
1.5 minutes is good.
He is a little bit of a terror, and I think some of it is that he is not fixed. You want to show Jesse here? Like from this way. There you go, his little cute face. So Jesse already understands that he has to sit up. Look at that face. Can you imagine having to euthanize somebody saying, oh, euthanize him? So he looks like he has a Buddha belly now. You can see, Tucker, we're right here. I know we're not talking about you right now. You're good because you're such an expert. You're teaching your little brother, right? Somebody's a little bit jealous. Look, now. And then there's Nikki in the background, the parrot. I did try and bring her out here because she gets upset when we're in the kitchen, and she is not. So about 10 minutes, I thought Madison was going to hold him, but Aunt Sue. Hi, Aunt Sue.
She said Nemo's looking for trouble.
Nemo's always looking for trouble. Right, big boy?
Invisible fence dude.
Hey, John.
And Scott from Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Hi, Scott from Fort Lauderdale. And John, stop eating my hand. So, John, my invisible fence guy, thank you. He came the other day and fixed my fence. So when this guy's big enough, he won't run out into the road. Somebody's eating my wire. Oh, no. Hey.
We only have this microphone.
This is it for our microphone. Now you can see he has hiccups now. So that's one of the things when with Megaesophagus dogs, I don't know why, but they get, I think it's the way it goes down. When I feed him, you'll actually hear it go, it goes down in there. So let me do this. Let me let him just lick the lid. And sometimes that helps. You want to lick the lid?
Who's his favorite aunt?
We say Aunt Sue. Oh, hold on there. Did you try and feed him?
You didn't want it?
He wants to eat my wire instead. You want it or not, Nako? There you go. So Baby Nemo is getting bigger, but he is still on the bottle. He is eating some hay pellets and some hay, but he mostly likes paper, wires. You know, he ate my Macintosh.
They're big enough to get down.
How do you know, Matt? Are you reading his mind? I think Larry's having fun up there.
I don't think so.
I think so.
I think he wants to get down.
Why do you think that?
Maybe because he's the one who's down.
All right, hold on, Larry. And he pooped all over the floor. Hold on there, big boy. Look, he's like, all right. We're going to put him in Adele's area. Oh, hold on there, buddy. Here you go. What you doing there? Pick up your head. You're okay. You're right here. There you go. All right. Let me move the picnic table that Leslie gave me. Ouch.
You just hit
The dangers of having a swing in your kitchen. The other day I walked out and I forgot it was here and I went, oh, I got it right in my neck. So it does come down. I don't leave it up all the time. I give him some playtime and then I take it down. But you can see Mr. Jesse is being such a good boy. He knows. I mean, how many puppies do you know that could sit up and just relax for 10 minutes? Oh my goodness, Tucker. Are you jealous? Jelly much?
Kathy Eldridge, thank you for all the love and time you give to the animals.
Oh, thanks, Kathy. Very sweet of you. I couldn't have it any other way. There are times, believe me, like I said, I had a meltdown because at 52, who wants to have a newborn baby? And it is like having that, I'll be honest with you. So if somebody does get a Megaesophagus dog, it is probably the most rewarding thing, the relationship that you get with them. You're so bonded with them because they rely on you to eat, and they eat 7 times a day like this. So he ate a bowl and about a half, and Tucker eats probably 2 full bowls. So about 14 bowls of food. So this little guy is probably a little less, but he still eats at least, I would say, about 10 or 11 bowls of food, full bowls of food, to keep his body weight up.
So
And
Aunt Sue wants to know if he's going to use a taller chair like Tucker's when he gets
so
bigger.
eventually he will. We have a second Bailey chair that somebody donated to me a while back. They must have had a premonition that I was going to take in a Megaesophagus dog, and I thought that I would just donate it to somebody that needs it, that has a Megaesophagus dog, not knowing that it would be me. So for now, you can see he's falling asleep in his chair.
Well, they don't have to both eat at the same time either, right?
They don't have to eat at the same time, but it
They
is
can use the same
hard.
chair?
It's hard to feed one and not the other. So they could use the same chair, but I'll probably try and feed them both simultaneously together. Thank you, Madison. So he's very content, you can see. He's falling. Puppy eyes can't even stay awake.
How do you know if your dog has Megaesophagus? From Bridget.
So Bridget, you'll know pretty much immediately if he or she has Megaesophagus because they regurgitate their food. So if they eat and then they throw up every time, that's most likely Megaesophagus. I mean, they could have other problems. You can take them to the vet and they can do an X-ray to see if the esophagus is enlarged. That's why it's called Megaesophagus. And what happens is your esophagus is a moving muscle, and it pushes the food down into your belly normally. And in their case, it just sits in their esophagus and doesn't go anywhere except out. So when they stop fast, it comes out, or you saw how he regurgitated. It's almost like he's throwing up, but it's really not throw up. It's just it's coming back up out of their esophagus. Other animals can get it too. It's more prevalent in German Shepherds, Labs, Boxers. So some of the lines that breeders try and keep strong is when it happens. So they say it's a defect in a lot of you can have the chromosomes, almost like when you have cancer, that if they have these 2 chromosomes, and it's a lot of times it's from interbreeding. So, a lot of times you won't see it with mutts because their lines are not strong where they came from. So that's why I always say an adopted dog is always the best kind of dog, where they just, they're so happy to have you. Not to say that other dogs aren't, but you should always try and adopt a dog or a cat if you can and give them a home. I just don't believe in reproducing animals. There's already enough out there that need homes. And there he is. There's Larry. So he finds his food in a boot tray. So he knows that's where the food is. I usually put him in there. And then when Adele starts not wanting to share, even though sharing is something we teach about, she sometimes can be a little diva and not want to share. That's when I put him back in his little chicken house in my house, and then he can find his food. It's always in the same spot.
We can probably put Nemo outside. Right?
Nemo, are you ready to go out? So this one's out cold. Jesse is completely zonked. Do you think Madison should come over here and hold him while but as soon as we open that door, I think he's going to...
Well, we can let Tucker out first and then...
Tucker, has it been 10 minutes? Are you done setting up now?
I think so. It's 10:30.
Okay, let's Madison, would you like to let Tucker out? And then I'll bring Jesse out. Good girl. Thank you. Okay, he's going to check on his little brother. Is that your little brother? Matt, if you're a good videoer, you would have caught that.
I could have.
Matt's not awake yet, maybe. What do you think? Right? Should we go out? You want to get your little brother up? Tell him. Let's go outside. Tell him. Come on.
We have an open video position, right?
All right, Madison, we have to blow out the candles because I know all you people were on me last week like, did you blow out the candles? And somebody said, is it bad for the birds? It probably could be if I had enough of them. They're not like right in her cage, and I actually have lids you can put on them so they don't smoke.
So we should probably put Nemo out first and then Tucker.
Yeah, we'll put Nemo out first. With my little helper, let's see.
What time are we open till today?
We're going to be open till 4. For those who are just coming in, this is my Megaesophagus puppy. His name is Jesse. I have only had him for 2 weeks now. He's 8 weeks old. The family bought him from one of their friends and found out that he had Megaesophagus. So the vets all say you should put them down, euthanize them. And the family knew that couldn't happen. They just loved him. So they called me, and I thought maybe they were calling me to get some advice, and I was going to help them out. But with both parents working, it was just a little too much work for them.
Do you ever get to go on vacation?
Not a whole lot. I don't usually get to go on vacation. Hi, Brooke.
She came in.
I do get to go. I'm away sometimes, but it's just not often. It's becoming less and less, and obviously it's like having a brand new baby. Do you guys get to go away very often? I guess if you bring the kid, but
you can bring him.
I could bring him, sure. But there's a lot of other. So the answer is not so much, especially right now with COVID. It makes it really easy because I'm not really supposed to be going anywhere anyway. So.
What animal was your first rescue?
So my first rescue at this farm.
She didn't say that.
Okay, so I had a farm with my mom. It was my mom's farm, and it was the original Funny Farm in Turnersville. And we rescued a dog because we were getting robbed over and over again. So she was working in animal control and brought home a watchdog. His name was Wolfie.
He was a German Shepherd?
He was a German Shepherd as well. Hi, Brooke. I know. Mommy's attention does not go enough. There's only 3 dogs right here, you can see. And then my first one here, so I brought 35 animals with me, but I would say my next rescue was a horse. My first rescue here would have been a horse that came after the 35 because I only had 1 horse at the time. Any other questions?
Is the farm open to the public today?
The farm is open to the public. For those who are just tuning in, we are open 8 to 4 Tuesdays and Sundays. Without fail, all through the winter, all through the summer. We don't close for any reason unless the governor closes us. We will be open. We just aren't really doing our fundraisers. If you want to come visit, you have to sign a waiver. It's funnyfarmrescue.org. On the left-hand side of the page, it'll say visit waiver form. And you just hit submit. don't wear your best shoes because all the animals walk around loose, or a lot of them at least walk around loose. So we want to, if you are wearing your best shoes, we do have a hose you can squirt them off, or we can hose you down before we send you home. So sign the waiver and then hit submit, and then you can come. We are requiring masks because, let's face it, it's a cool place to visit. So we have people walking around and you're walking past people. We have had, no problems here. We want to keep it that way. We want to stay open. We run on donation only. There is no fee to get in. My volunteers sometimes give me a hard time, like, Lori, if you just charged $1, if we had 500 people here, it would be $500. And my answer to that is no. I want to, in memory of my mother, I want to keep it free because we were brought up poor with no money, and she had nowhere to take us, even if it would only cost $1. So we want everybody to be able to come, especially in these hard times with things that are going on. People are losing their jobs and their businesses. So you could still come here and get away from everything, politics, religion. You can be anything, you can believe in anyone, and you can just come here and have a good time and see the animals. The animals will welcome you with open arms. They love to see you and play with you and get lots of hugs and kisses. And just like I said, make sure you sign the waiver before you come. Anything else? You ready to go outside?
Gina, so precious. I love watching these Sunday morning live videos.
Thanks, guys. And thanks for tuning in. Like I said, we were going to stop originally after COVID, after we opened back up. But so many people said, no, we can't get there from the UK. Could you please keep it going? So we are. And we've actually, hi, Farley. Here's Farley, the Funny Farm manager. He is the dog. Here's Farley, the Funny Farm dog. Come here, Far. Come over here. Come here, my little chubby boy. Sit down. Sit. There you go. Good boy. So this is Farley, the Funny Farm dog. This is the book, one of the books that Matt wrote. I co-authored. It's my photos and stuff. But you can buy these and it's all teaching about anti-bullying. We used to go around to schools and show that all the different animals of the Funny Farm, they all get along, and so can your kids. So you can see Farley goes around, talks to Cowboy the goat. Oh, I'm sorry. Look, he still songs. He goes around and sees all of the different animals. They're looking for a duck that was lost, and Farley interacts with them all. And there was Chucky, director of security at the time. There's the geese. When you drive in, you can see there's a lot of geese. When you drive in, you have to go 1 mile an hour because some animal is always trying to play chicken with you. It doesn't always necessarily mean it's a chicken. There's Socks, our beloved Socks. Brooklyn, Madison, maybe you can call Brooklyn. Brooklyn's trying to help Matt because she knows he needs help all the time. That's Hollywood. You'll get to see the goat. We have lots of turkeys, and you can see the birds interact with the dogs with no problem. The only time that the dog that Farley goes after a bird is if they are having a fight, like the roosters are having a cockfight. He'll go and break it up and come right back. We have lots of pigs. If you want to see a pig, you can meet with Dean. He'll take you into the pig pen. Let's go see the emu. This is an emu. It's the second largest bird, and she can run about 40 miles an hour. She has been loose once before. It took me 3 months to get her home years ago. I think Jesse wants to still continue his nap. He had a rough morning apparently with all the playing with the brothers and sisters. But back to the books, we do have Adele the Diva Chicken, Chucky the Miracle Dog, and Farley the Funny Farm Dog. They are sold on Amazon, but you can buy them on our website. We actually get a little bit more money for the books when we sell them ourselves. 100% of your donations goes to the Funny Farm when you buy them on the Funny Farm Rescue website. So funnyfarmrescue.org, and you'll see all 3 books. And they're a lot of fun. So you can come visit the animals, and if you can't come visit the animals, you can at least see them in the books, and you can show your kids or just adults. Yes.
How do you know the animals won't hurt you when you get them?
I don't. I have been bitten. I have a couple scars from animals. I had 2 pretty big biter dogs. One of them I still had. Where is Rocky? Okay, he's out. During the visiting days, I have. This is a family show, Tucker. Get down. That's your sister. Oh my goodness. Just so for those who don't know, that shows dominance. It's not necessarily, they're all spayed and neutered and shots here. Yes, some people say, I am very honest with kids, and sometimes the parents don't like that at all. So I try to be as honest as I possibly can. When it's your kids, I just say, parents, handle this. All right, let's go outside and let's go see an emu maybe. But wait, you were asking me something I forgot already. What did you say about? Oh, how do I know they're not going to hurt me?
Yeah.
You have to handle them with care, and I work slowly with them. Like I said, I've been bitten a few times by Rocky, my present dog, and then Carson, one of my friends, adopted, and that he's bitten a few people. So sometimes their scars run deep. You don't know what kind of past that they have had. So keep that in consideration. One thing about the Funny Farm, if you are getting an animal from here, and if we make sure that people, if they're adopting a cat, we say, do you want a cat that's kind of on its own, independent, or do you want a lap cat? We're not going to give you some crazy feral cat. We're going to make sure that you're adopting one that will be a lap cat. And if something doesn't work out and you have another animal at home, and if they aren't getting along, they can always come back. So there's no real harm in you taking them home to try them out. And then, like I said, the other dog, Scrappy, I said, if it doesn't work out, bring them back. And so far, so good. Not good.
Do you want to take Jesse out to see if he pees?
Yes, let's take him out now. Farley, you ready to go outside?
Janet Drake,
All
West
right.
Virginia. Good morning, Funny Farm friends. Such
Good
a joy
morning.
to be with you.
Janet from West Virginia. All right, let's go. Oh, here's Caesar waiting outside patiently. Come on out. And as you can see, we have a few visitors. It is a little windy today. We don't have our fire going. Debbie Carr, it is 41 degrees and a little bit windy today. But it's nice for a... Come on, you gotta go pee-pee. Come on. Come on, Jess. Oh, he's like, I see a bowl first. No. He's looking for food. Oh, there's a little water. No, you're gonna go pee-pees? Come on. Let's go see an emu. So we do ask you to wear masks. We're gonna walk around so you can hear me. But afterwards, I will be, yay, good boy. He's peeing on his leg, but he's learning.
Oh, it's windy.
Okay, let's go. Oh.
Hope he wants to go back in. He's cold.
Okay, Madison's gonna take the puppy in real quick. Hi guys, good morning. So you can see visitors here. We have Dolly the dentist in his own area. Danny the dentist, I forgot. Dolly, we thought it was. I still call him Dolly. It turns out to be Danny. He was going to be a meat chicken. That's why he's so big. Somebody rescued him from Tractor Supply rescued him. They were selling him at the store and he was getting picked on. Even though he's a big guy, he still gets picked on. So he's in his own area. Every time I put somebody in with him, he is a really nice boy because he was raised with all the dogs. Caesar. Okay, let's go. You can see here, Matt, you wanted to show? When you come, you can check in at the gate to make sure that you signed your waiver. I hope the wind is not too bad on the microphone. And then you can park on property. So, oh yep, there's Debbie the Goose, the greeter, and Farley. So we just have to make sure you drive in very slow because here, come here, Tucker, Farley. Because you see how the dog runs right out in front of them. So they're driving in, they have their kids. Good morning. So they will park on property. You can park outside, but it's almost safer to park inside the farm. Just go further back. The animals don't usually bother your car if you park towards the back of the property. Right now we have different seasons. Sometimes the peacocks will get on your car. We try not to let that happen. Let's go see Lorenzo. He's going to go see what's going on at the snack bar. We have a snack bar for people, and then we kind of have a snack bar for the animals. So Lorenzo the llama is an 18-year-old llama that walks around. He knows where the snacks are, but he doesn't realize this is for people, not for the animals. Wow, hopefully that doesn't happen here. Hey Lorenzo, I should have got an app. Hang on, Madison, get me a banana, please.
I donated some pedigree puppy dog food.
Oh, thank you. Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. We were just showing that on our live.
So I just donated.
Thank you so much, because now we have 2 dogs eating it. We did ask for that before, and we got a lot. of food, but we're going through it now because we're doing 2 cans at a shot 7 times a day. So here's our little snack bar. It's snacks, it's not lunch, but you can see Lorenzo's greeting the snack bar people, are trying to see if, hey, could you give me some snacks? But obviously they can't have the people snacks. We have coffee and coffee and hot chocolate. That's my other my nephew Aiden. Come on over, Matt. Oh, there's baby Nemo. Nemo on the snack bar. Good job, Dawn. There's. I hope if you're an OCD person. Oh, thank you. There's not the dark ones. That's all right. Can you get me one of the dark ones? There's 2 dark ones, really dark. So I'm going to show you guys. This is, you got them? Okay, ready? Give me a kiss. He loves bananas.
I can hold him, right?
Yes. What do you want? You want a kiss? He says, Mom, do you make me kiss you every single time?
Did you and Matt like all the cake, the apple cake?
Oh my gosh, Antoinette, thank you so much. The apple cake was amazing.
And Jackie and her bread.
And yes, Jackie and her bread. I've been having people cook for me lately, and I so appreciate it because, as you all know, I don't cook very often.
Bread was like warm.
Jackie came, and I was at work, and I'm like, who is walking through my yard? And she had warm bread for me, and it was amazing. Give me a kiss. Okay. His teeth are not the best. You can see how they stick out.
Aiden, all the girls are asking you to take your face off so they can
Let's see you, Aiden. Let's see your face. Show your cute little, yes, show your cute face. Wait, you're 12, wait, how old are you?
13.
He's almost 13.
See how tall he
He's
is.
almost 13. Now, I'm 5'10".
Cold.
I can still whip his behind, though. Just let's make that clear.
Couldn't?
He said, no, I couldn't. So if you want to come and see Lorenzo, you can come see him. We usually say, come get us and we'll help you feed him, just so. He doesn't bite, but he is a sloppy kisser, I have to say.
Especially after he eats.
Especially after he's had a few bananas. So he really likes overripe bananas. If somebody wants to bring any bananas, I save them until they look like this. We just gave him a really good one, but I'm going to leave this with Dawn or Aiden, and then they can feed him another one. But he'll eat everything.
Nancy said that Lorenzo looks like his mom.
He looks like his mom?
Yeah.
I gave him
Maybe
that.
she's talking about Aiden. I'm not sure.
I don't know. Should I be offended by that?
It's probably she's talking about Aiden.
Aiden looks like his mom? Okay. All right, let's go see an emu. You can see we usually have a bonfire going. Good morning.
How's your contract going?
My contract's going great. Thank you for asking. I'm so excited to still have a job. We started January 1st at the Federal Aviation Administration. So yeah, we still have money coming in, so that's really good for the farm. And then here's the store. You can see you can buy food in the store.
Everyone's staying 6 feet apart.
Yep, everybody's being very good. Even though we're outside, we haven't had any issues, and we certainly don't want to have any issues. So we're trying hand washing stations. But like I said, we were like pre-COVID. We were already with it. We always had hand washing stations because we're a farm. Yep, there's Canyon. He's the one-eyed horse. We'll walk this side real quick on our way through because it's 10:46. Good morning, ladies. You don't have to leave. You can demonstrate feeding.
Oh, we're allowed to?
Yes.
Okay, we'll be in the film.
Come on this side, Matt, so they can see his missing eye. So as you can see, this young lady knows how to feed a horse, both of them. They keep their hands flat and always, they eat it pretty aggressively. So if you have little ones, I would say feed it for them or hold the kids' hands. I'm going to demonstrate you being like a child. No, keep your hand there. So I hold their little fingers.
Linda, do you sell your books at the store and at the farm?
Yes, Linda, we sell the books at the store and the farm as well as. Thank you, ladies.
So this is mud, right?
Thanks, honey. What's that?
All this mud?
All this mud. We are redoing their pens because we just added a bunch of fill dirt and we got crushed concrete because we've been having water issues. What happens is we build other areas and it makes, or we change a pen and it makes the water run differently. So Anna had a pretty large pond. The ducks loved it, but Anna wasn't a fan. So we're getting their area dry. So we've had.
Said that Canyon is her boyfriend.
Debbie Carr loves him, yes. So his eye was poked out by a barbed wire at another farm, and he also has a sway back. Then he was born that way. Like I always say, like Lady Gaga, he was born that way.
He's beautiful.
Right, big boy? Okay. Good morning. Let's go see. We're going to get into that emu pen. It's the furthest away, so it takes me a while to get there. Here's Joey and Chandler. No, I'm sorry. This is Ross and Chandler. Joey's off with some woman. That's these two geese. There's always geese and ducks. That's a Muscovy duck, the really pretty one. That's Lexi, the baby goat. And then we have Mary Moo Moo. And then Stella's the fainting goat inside.
Is there any way you can make monthly donations from George?
Yes, George, you can make monthly donations. We are working on our website, people, so it's going to be much easier. But right now, you can just set that up as monthly.
Our website is under donations.
Under donations, correct. If you need help with that, you can call me and I can walk you through that.
There's a box that lets you click monthly.
Yes, let you click monthly for donations. But you can see as you're walking around, you can just see people. Good morning. Petting the dogs, and then here's a turkey, along with the ducks. This is Beanie. You can tell this is a wild turkey, but he's domesticated. He is not in a cage. Come here, bud. He can fly away if he wants. He gets up top. Let me show you. Here he is. They're really like dogs. A lot of people don't realize how sweet turkeys can be. This is his beard. It shows how old he is. So he is an older turkey because his beard is longer. It feels like horse's mane. It's pretty coarse. So that's Beanie. And we have a bunch of different turkeys here. Some turkeys do go after your kids. So just be wary of that. They think that they're another turkey. So they're not really going after them. They're just trying to say hello and say how much they like them. Here's Tico the donkey. That's what we're going to just do a little and then we'll go over.
I want to know if you have any white eggs available today.
White eggs?
Yeah.
We don't discriminate here at the Funny Farm. We have some white eggs, but I wouldn't say a whole dozen. There's some, they taste the same.
Yeah, they're exactly.
They taste the same. This is Tico. This is one of the miniature donkeys, right, big boy? He's like, all right, Mom, you don't have any food? He just had his hooves trimmed. We have a farrier. That's that guy that comes out and trims the horse's hooves and the donkey's hooves. They don't particularly like it. And the minis as well. These are miniature horses. They are not ponies. They have little tiny feet. This is Silver and Flash. They were both rescued individually. They are both stallions. Normally you would never put two stallions together. They, in the beginning, fought a little bit, but they love each other. You'll see in the morning, Silver is chasing Flash, and then 5 minutes later, Flash is chasing Silver. But they are together all the time. When I take them out to go do their hooves in the barn, once you get one in, the other one follows right behind.
I want to know about your boots today.
Oh, my boots. I don't have new boots. These are my recurring. These are one of my favorites, though, because they're warm and they're my little fringy boots. Since it's not too muddy, I decided to wear those today. But I do have on my funky pants. A lot of my pants were not clean.
Ventilated.
My ventilated pants, which aren't a good thing today. We have another llama. That is Clyde. I'm watching what Brookie's doing over there. And you can see some peacocks and some other geese. I don't know if you can see how Clyde was going after Brookie. If we have a fox or a coyote, animals like that will try and stomp them. So we really don't have predators here because of the other animals that protect all the birds. You can pet them. Anybody that's here, you can pet. A lot of people say, oh, can I pet that animal? If they're dangerous to people, you know, like the biting dog, he is not out. He's either in my house or he likes to hang out. He only bites kids anyway, right? Yeah. All right, and then
Someone wants to know how much it costs to feed all these animals every month.
it's about $5,000 a month in just feed bills. That's not including housing, electric, hay. Hay is
How many
separate.
animals is that?
And we have over 600 animals here at the Funny Farm. We are open today, Tuesdays and Sundays. I know it's like a broken record, but in case you're tuning in later, we are open Tuesdays and Sundays. Our address is 6908 Railroad Boulevard in Mays Landing, New Jersey. We're an hour southeast of Philadelphia and 40 minutes from Atlantic City. All right, we're gonna walk in. I should have worn different boots now. Brooklyn, stay. So this is Emily the emu. She is my only emu that I have now, and she is pretty old. She has outlived 2 boys. Let me see you. Come on. You're not going to let me see you? Hold on. She's like, Mom, why are you catching me? Come here. She's like, oh, no, not in the mud. As you can see, she likes to run. They can run 40 miles an hour. Emily, come on. You don't want to be. She's like, I don't want to be held today. I had Enoch and Emily. Enoch would let me hold him and pet him as long as I wanted. I would be like, all right, Enoch, I'm done. Emily's always been a little standoffish.
How is Puppy Gunner and Caesar doing?
Puppy Gunner and Caesar, where are they? They are in timeout. They're all doing well. Caesar was out, but Puppy and Gunner, I think, were in timeout for the beginning of the live. We can get them out, so we'll go see them. Let's go look for eggs. Come here. We're gonna go see some eggs, see if there's any eggs. A lot of our chickens do not lay eggs because they're rescues. So at the end of their life, they only lay eggs for a certain amount of time. Okay, so oh, here we go.
That the emu's playing hard to get.
Come on in, Matt. Don't hit your head. All right, Brookie, you have to stay out.
Lori, stop. LOL, it's like old times. Just kidding with you.
Who was that?
Nancy Watson Martin.
Nancy Watson Martinson.
Yep.
Nancy and Steve, they're from my high school friends from marching band.
Well,
hi, guys.
She thinks you're ignoring her. It's just that I can't read everything.
Oh, it's Matt ignoring you, Nancy. It's not me. Sorry. Matt just can't read everything. If you need to get in touch, keep saying it. And we do answer things at the end. You can see there are no eggs with all of these chickens in here. So the white chickens will lay white eggs if they lay, and then the brown chickens lay brown eggs. Black chickens usually lay brown eggs as well, depending on the breed. And that is an Easter egger chicken. She'll actually, the gray one, will lay green eggs. So green eggs and ham.
So
that's what they always say.
How long do chickens, emus, and turkeys live?
Chickens don't live like 7, 8 years. Some of them even less. These are very well cared for, so they probably will live longer. But again, a lot of them are not in their laying stage. They're done. They're done laying. Turkeys, basically same thing. Turkeys, I guess they do lay eggs. I don't see. Oh yeah, we do have turkey eggs sometimes, but not often. And ducks lay eggs as well. And the duck's eggs are a little stronger. That's the difference. Okay, come on out. This is another, that's one house. Those are nesting boxes I meant to show you. And then this is another area, and they actually have nesting boxes outside, so you can check for eggs on the outside. But they all go in here, and when it gets really cold, we give them heat lamps, and they all huddle together, and that's how they keep.
Watch all the other ones.
Excuse me?
Up there, they can sit and watch all the other ones.
Hi, how are you?
Good,
Excuse
how are you
us.
today?
Good, thanks. Yourself?
Alrighty.
Come on out, Matt. All right, my clipper won't close here. All the chickens. So some chickens are out loose. A lot of people ask me, why are some chickens out? Some chickens aren't. A lot of them have come together, and they're happier being together. If they're out, it's no big thing, but it's just easier for them at night to go perch in their warm spots. Cowboy can't get through. You can see we're redoing one of the cages. We have a couple guys that are helping us rebuild. And we just had Peter Lumber donate a bunch of lumber that they really couldn't sell to us. So it's been great. We've been able to get a lot of projects done.
He needs help.
Cowboy, you all right there? Maybe you had one too many carrots, you think? Cowboy's the goat that came with a broken leg. And he was just a baby, and they had to put pins in it. We took him up to New Bolton Center up at University of Pennsylvania. And you want to go in the barn since we're right here?
Okay.
And they said his leg may not ever heal, and it did. He has a little bit of a turn, but overall, it's pretty darn good. Good morning. We can open this probably a little bit. Maybe not. They have it locked. Okay. They're keeping it warm. Come on in. Sorry, guys.
Oh, you're fine.
So this is the area. A lot of the goats are just loose. They're in here because it's warm, but they can go in and out if they want. This is the Nubian goat. He's on his knees a lot. His feet were never taken care of well enough when he was a baby, so he has some issues. He likes to lay down on his knees, but he does walk normal. This is Coconut and Malibu. Brookie is rolling in the hay by herself. And then we have Cal, the goat, the brown goat in here. Laverne and Shirley. We have one sheep in the back, which is Reggie. And then you saw, for those who were watching earlier, this is Hollywood. And we named him Hollywood, the black and white goat, because I got him on a day when SJN, or what the heck were they called? SNJ today was here, and he kept getting on camera no matter who I was trying to show. He was a big camera hog, so we named him Hollywood. Reggie was the sheep that was loose in Haddonfield, and he escaped from Cherry Hill, and apparently the people were trying to catch him for about a month, and he was going to be a sacrificial lamb, which is so sad, and the people wound up purchasing him from the people that originally had him, because eventually animal control caught him, and then the people said, will you please take him? So we did. And so he is our only sheep here, and his name is Reggie. He hangs out with the goats, and he too has to get his hooves trimmed just like the goats. So I trim the goat hooves. It's hard to find people that will do that. So if you are going to get a goat, this one looks like he's marching. That's Malibu. If you are going to get a goat, make sure you realize there's work to be done, and I have to trim hooves all the time because I have so many. Here he is walking. Remember I said some people think that he has a problem. That's it. They're the brothers. They're the Rum brothers. Malibu, Coconut. Coconut has a white face. And they're Nubians. That's why they're so big, and they have floppy ears. I hear kids going, Mom, what kind of dog is that? It's Tucker, come out. Don't scare them. It's a goat. They are not dogs, but they're big like Great Danes. Okay, so nobody in here bites. That's the turkey. This is for one of the horses, Princess. She definitely bites. But it's funny in here because it says I bite, and now there's a turkey inside. But he just happened to go in. It's usually when it's raining, all the horses are inside, and if visitors are walking through, as soon as you see a horse and they put their ears back, you want to step away. That means that they are not happy. They don't want to be approached. So,
Linda, how old is Reggie?
Reggie is
Probably 4 or 5.
I was going to say about 5, between 4.5 and 5. So, but if you have children, you can get a lot of acclimation with animals. You get a lot of interactions, and I always say get them started early. They can volunteer here. We do have a couple groups coming. Excuse me. We have a couple groups coming today to volunteer, and we have just some people with their families. They want to get their kids going.
The horse with the sign around his neck that says "Do not feed."
So I do not have that horse, Linda. Krista did pass. We don't usually talk about that. That horse was in her 30s, so she did pass away, unfortunately. The horses live here a very long time. We usually get a lot more years out of them than they would probably other places. We don't make them work. They just are big, like pasture pets. You can see people coming to meet the puppy. A lot of people want to meet Jesse. They've seen him. So if you want to come see him, you can come on over, and we will feed him every 3 hours or so you can see that being done as well. Okay, you want to show, here's this guy trying to eat the food. Eat her hair.
I can't go that fast.
Oh, I know, Matt. Snail's pace. Matt says I can't go that fast. We know, Matt. Hi, good morning. So he's being a little ornery. You could see today he is bucking her and trying to eat her hair. So This is Nemo, the one who lives in my house, and he's actually bucking her. That's his way of playing like he would with another goat. And it's really cute until you get to the point where I'm feeding other animals and he just butts me in the behind for no reason. It's not that much fun, so I'm always like, you're not allowed. Yeah, I was bent over. Oh, there he goes. Wow, the big man on campus there.
So, Aunt Sue said thank you for the card.
Oh, you're welcome, Aunt Sue.
You got a nice card.
Yes, we are catching up on our thank yous from when the 21 Cats and Christmas for people that have donated. So sorry if we were a little delayed. It was so sweet of you. I mean, it's a good problem to have when we were too busy because people are sending us stuff. So it's been really great with donations. We have received a lot of tree
Rose,
donations.
I am interested in an older lap cat. Do you have any there with you?
Yes, Rose, come on over any Tuesday, any Sunday. We have lots of kittens. We have the kitten cottage, which we didn't show today, but we've showed lots of times.
Tim Kilroy, can't wait to meet Nemo and Jesse on Tuesday.
Tim, we're looking forward to seeing you. We do have quite a few of the 21 left, but we did adopt out over half of them, so we're doing really well. We have a couple of the moms left out of that crew, and actually a couple of the youngers, the teenager kittens.
Deborah Martin, be nice to Matt.
I've been really nice to Matt
Apparently
today.
she's new here.
All right, so somebody was asking about Puppy. This is the real Puppy. His name's Puppy. He's my little instigator. Oh, we call him the flying monkey because he can be naughty sometimes, right?
Just like the monkeys from Wizard of Oz.
I think for Wizard of Oz, he's going to be dressed up next year, I think, for Halloween, don't you think?
Yeah.
And I don't know, is Gunner's. So the animals run around loose here. Here's Buddy relaxing in the sun. That's Matt's dog. He came from New York. And if Matt goes back to New York, Buddy stays. Buddy's like, I'm not going back to New York. I'm staying here. Bud. He's like, I'm cleaning myself while you guys are watching me. But he is super sweet. So if you have little kids, you can go right up and pet him. He's one of the older dogs. He's over 10, right, Matt? He's over 10 years old, but he's such a sweetheart. Farley's like, I'm a sweetheart too.
They are so cute.
Yeah, here comes Tucker. Yeah, they're all really sweet. This one likes to play with them, but other than that, they are all, you can, like I said, get really...
They're asking about how to volunteer.
All right, so here's a volunteer. Where are you from?
My name is Beth Ritter. I live in Tabernacle. I teach at Shawnee.
gotta go
I'm not
closer.
seeing any of my students here today. but
Shawnee,
we
this is
do
a Shawnee
miss
teacher.
the Shawnee crew here.
So we usually have Shawnee kids every weekend. And this is a teacher, one of the favorite teachers I heard. What's your name?
Beth Ritter.
Beth Ritter. She's one of the teachers and coordinators for their school for the National Honor Society. They need to do hours for community service. We are a charity, a nonprofit 501c3, so you can do your hours here and get a lot of time. She's not just getting time with the animals, but you can see she's cleaning out the pit because we don't have a fire today. So I really appreciate you. So not only do we have the kids, but we have the teachers from Shawnee here. So we have Cub Scouts, Girl Scouts, we have Key Club members, different organizations. We have corporate people come to volunteer. So if you can't come on a Tuesday or Sunday, let me know and we can always see if we can work out another day. So thank you so much.
you.
But we've seen Shawnee people here every single weekend.
Yes, they're always here. This is the first time
This is the first
I
day.
have not seen any students here today.
You know, Beth, it's a little windy. Maybe they were a little cold and wanted to
They
stay
might
in
be
bed.
waiting for the fire.
They might be waiting for that. So
Possibility.
once you're done,
We'll
let
work
us
on
know.
that.
All right, thank you.
Mary wants me to ask you a question
Yes, Mary.
and let you know, but I don't see her question.
Mary, ask Matt the question again.
Yeah.
So
Here it is.
Oh wait, he found it.
Any way that you rescue can join CFC for next charity donation year?
So for those who, I work at the FAA. I was on CFC the years past, which is Combined Federal Campaign, and you can donate money to them, like to me through them. The problem was we had to be audited, and to do that would cost us $10,000. We weren't making $10,000 on CSC, so I didn't think we should spend it to not make that. So maybe by next year, you know, especially with COVID, I think with people not being in work, it wasn't the best year to be on anyway. But like I said, I can't pay more than what we actually make, so that's why we were not involved with CFC this year. So you can always donate direct to us if you want online. You can send us a check funnyfarmrescue.org or 6908 Railroad Boulevard in Mays Landing. Come visit. We're open Tuesdays and Sundays from 8 to 4. Just sign a waiver before you come, and we can just see the people having a good time and getting interactions with the animals. Nemo's says he's not really eating food. Now did you see that? This is what I'm saying about he's trying to play, and he will try and eat your hair. I'm sorry. All right, now somebody's being a little naughty.
You okay? Let's go find another one. Say
This
bye.
one, bye guys. So you can see, no, let go of my hair. Let go. So they can be naughty, and so you just gotta watch your kids, especially if you have little ones. Some of them think that they're other goats and they want to play. Good morning. All right. With that, we will see you. Actually, on Tuesday, we are going to do a little live video, I think around noon, with Nor'easter Nick for our trivia night, which is on the 21st, I think. 21st at 7 p.m. It's a trivia night. You can play with your whole family for $10, and it's sponsored through Expiro. You can win gift cards or Funny Farm shirt, hats, something like that. We'll have.
Hey, Doris Butts.
Doris Butts, we were wondering what happened to you. We haven't seen you much lately.
She's enjoying your videos.
All right, Doris, thank you. We're still going to pick you up one day and bring you down. Doris is one of our people that watch us but has never been here before. So
We'll have to fly her over here.
yes, we're going to have to do that. So enjoy your Sunday. Have a great rest of the winter and stay warm. Thanks for watching.